Hello there. I am your demon king of heretics, Ahriman le Méchant. And we're gonna be playing Please Be Happy again because I can't get enough of Lena. And I hope we get more Lena. So yeah. Oh yeah. I also got a new controller in the mail today. So look forward to some new things. Wink, wink, wink. Wonk, wonk, wonk. I tried to wink there. I don't have any coffee today, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit low energy. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, that's right. I tried making poached eggs today, and right. I'm not I'm not good at making poached eggs, I realized. Because the first one I accidentally burned, and this one, the entire white just fell off. So I don't think I'm actually very good at making poached eggs. I'm just sticking to raw eggs from now on. Less trouble, you know? Alright, so let's pick right back up.
How far did we get last time?
Who was that? Oh, we're at 40% now. Nice. Oh yeah, we gotta pick a thing to do, and well, there's only Mr. Kim. Now that I can be remembered, I decide to go introduce myself to Mr. Kim for what should be the last time. Before the day ends, I head to the waterfront and wait for him to not be busy with someone else.
Hello, miss. Here to fish?
Hi. Actually...
I give him an explanation of my magic, as well as run through the things he's shown me and told me. When I'm done, he rubs his chin, then laughs.
You know, that all makes perfect sense. I could remember some of those things, but not who I was with. I've been thinking it was my memory starting to fail on me. Glad to hear it's just magic.
You're just running with this, aren't you, Mr. Kim? I'm glad she's finally just, like, coming out and telling people that, like, what's going on, because I'd be worried too, honestly.
And as for us, mijo, well, I suppose that makes you my new old friend, then.
He sticks out his hands. He sticks out his hand, and it takes me a second to realize that I'm supposed to shake it, but I do. We exchange phone numbers, and he promises to keep in touch so that he won't forget about me again. Was that it? No fishing? We're not gonna fish? No fishing minigame?
Talk to you later. Good night.
I press the button to end the call on my phone, and then gently set the device on my windowsill. Getting through the phone calls needed to make sure I'm not forgotten is more work than expected. I'm glad the people that I've befriended are willing to put in the effort to see me every day. It's still an inconvenience, though, and such a risk. For their sake, as much of my own, I need to find a better solution. Whether that means getting rid of magic entirely or not, I have to at least know what my options are. I can't leave it all for Aspen and Juliet to figure out either. I need to put in my own effort too. Sorry, feeling a little under the weather today, so my voice might be a little bit groggy. Oh, mic's over here. Let's just scooch that right over here. There we go. While I'm not nearly as good as at reading and researching as they are, there's still that one idea that's come to mind a few times. It's time to finally put it into action. Leaving my phone in my room, I get dressed and slip silently out the front door, making my way to Mount Victoria. Oh, we're gonna see Silver again. At the very edge of the path, I transform. Nose close to the ground, I head for the tree line on the wild part of the mountain. I'm rusty when it comes to tracking, and the sheer number of scents that assault my nose is overwhelming. I have to sift through between them in my head while I run, disregarding the ones that I can tell are humans or fabled, or just part of nature. It isn't until I'm far from any roads or homes that I finally catch what I'm looking for. That familiar but unrecognizable presence. Honing in on what I can detect of Silver's trail, I follow it as closely as I can. Sometimes the lead goes cold, but I pick it up again a few meters away, in a different direction. The path is windy and hard to follow. How does anyone live like this? It doesn't feel as if the path is leading anywhere in particular, but I stay on it, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any other sign of her. Finally, after picking up the trail yet again near the river, I follow it until I reach a familiar spot and transform again.
No way.
Away? It's been weeks, but traces of my den are still there. The weather has destroyed a lot of it, but the tunnel is only half caved in, and evidence of holes where I buried my stacks and supplies remain too. Has Silver been staying here? There aren't any signs of life more recent than mine. Still, her scent ends here, as if she just disappeared. Something rustles from over near the collapsed den. Even with the moonlight, it's hard for me to see, so I change back into a fox, straining all my senses to detect anything. I don't. Nothing but me and the wind. Changing forms yet again, I still get the feeling that I'm not alone.
Hello?
Closing my eyes, I listen for any kind of response. A footstep, or a whisper, or even a breath. All I hear is silence.
Pitiful.
There she is! The voice is just inches from my ear, and I leap away on pure instinct, spinning around to face Silver.
I gave you so many chances, and you failed every one of them.
Where are your ears? I don't know where she came from or how I didn't notice her, but she's here, slouching in the moonlight. Although I'm sure that, just like me, she could turn and run at a moment's notice. Or fight. I hope that's not what she wants, because I don't think I'd win.
How'd you do that? Sneak up on me like that, I mean.
Well, she's just gotten good, dude.
I didn't even have to try. I see nothing has changed since last time. If anything, the human pet has only gotten more docile.
Yeah, no, that's totally her.
Tell me, do they feed you scraps from a bowl as well? It's a plate, usually.
Miho! Miho! She certainly hasn't gotten any nicer since last time. But as harsh as she sounds, she remains at a distance, and I let myself relax a little. Now that I've had time to get used to her existence, she doesn't seem as intimidating. Even if I was more scared, I wouldn't want to show it like last time. Maybe it's because she reminds me of myself in some ways. Although her arms are crossed, one of her wrists shines in the moonlight from where her bead hangs on the strap. It's almost like looking in a mirror. We're as different as any two people can be, but just by existing, I feel some kind of bond with her. Something wild. Behind her shawl, I can see her eyes narrow.
So you admit it then. Perhaps it's for the best. A dog dreams of nothing more than its master's hand. You can close your eyes, forgetting what made you open them in the first place, and disappear.
Silver spits out her last words like a challenge, daring me to respond. Her eyes shine like her bead does. I wonder if mine says anything about me. I don't respond, unsure how. Not because she's made me question myself, but because I don't think she'd believe what I have to say. It feels like it's been ages, but really, it's only been a few months that I've been here in New Zealand. Not even a year ago. Didn't I feel the same way she does? Telling myself that I wasn't missing out on anything by being alone? Chasing some dreams for decades without even stopping to think about it? Just dreaming my way through life? How could I tell her that? What could I say that would change her mind? I already know the answer. There isn't anything. Sometimes there are no right words.
I see you've forgotten how to speak as well. But tell me, if you can, what was it you hoped to achieve by coming here?
I don't know, maybe Silverroot?
I could have left you chasing your tail in the dark if I'd wanted to. But you've somehow made me curious. I fail to imagine the desires of a hound.
I unhook my necklace and hold it on one hand. The pearls make a soft sound as they bang against each other, but my bead clatters loudly against its neighbor. It's still glowing, same as this morning.
Because I wanted to ask you something. If there was some way to stop her magic. Stop people from forgetting about us.
My fingers curl over the bead. I don't even have to see her face to know her reaction. She laughs, just once, and it sounds like a bark.
You managed to surprise me again. I didn't think even you would be so shameless as to try and rid yourself of your gifts. Ignore them, perhaps, but to abandon them. You have outdone yourself, dog.
Hey.
Fitting that you wear it around your neck like a collar.
I mean, I had that yesterday, but hey, be nice. Be nice, dude.
As for forgetting, don't think yourself the same as me. My magic is nothing like yours. It takes a different form in every one of our sisters.
Oh.
My sisters, I should say. Then what does yours do instead?
Oh? Maybe you shouldn't ask her that. I feel like she's gonna demonstrate it on you.
I don't see why I should tell you that. A dog need not concern itself with affairs above its head.
Well, aren't you haughty?
This dog thing is getting pretty old, you know. Then leave. I only chose to acknowledge you to satiate my own curiosity. It won't happen a second time. Goodbye, dog.
Quick as a flash, Silver transforms, the glow from her bead lingering for a moment in the air. Before her paws have all touched the ground, she's already running away. Soon, even her shining fur disappears into the night. Coward! Coward! Silver, you're a coward! I don't give chase. I never really expected her to answer my questions in the first place. Still, I don't think this visit was a waste of time. Before I leave, I take a final look around my den. When I left here with Juliet months ago, I expected to be back soon. But since I never went back, I never really said goodbye. It wasn't much, even then, and it's even less now. Compared to some of the other hideouts I've made, I didn't stay here very long. Still, it's special. I'd have a hard time going back to sleeping in the ground instead of a bed again, even if I had to. Maybe it'll change in the future, but right now, I'm pretty sure this will be the last den I've ever made. Looking around, I'm all alone again, and it's silent. The birds that used to chirp and greet me in the morning are either sleeping or gone. Still...
Night-night, birdies.
I whisper a final farewell before changing forms and dashing back to the library. Well, that was fruitful. Stretch. After my late night encounter with Silver, I decided to sleep in a little bit longer than usual. But when I head downstairs for breakfast, I find that I've still beaten Aspen to it.
Good morning, Miho.
Good morning, Juliet.
Morning!
There are usual 3 pieces set, but only Juliet occupies the table. I take my seat as well.
No Aspen? I guess I can call her if I need to.
She sent me a message to say that she'll be here.
Not a fucking
she's
again.
running late this morning.
Oh, there she is. I like how she just appears from off screen, like into the center of the screen. Hold on, I want to see that again. Hmm.
No Aspen?
She sent me a message to say that she'll be here.
She beats the sound of the door.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
Hello, Aspen.
It's no trouble.
We were just talking about you. You've got pretty good timing, huh?
Only sometimes. Speaking of which, I can't stay too long today, but there was something I wanted to talk to you both about in person.
Ho ho ho, what's up?
What is it? Let me catch my breath for a moment.
Did you run in here? Did you run all the way here? Aspen collapses into her seat, leaving her bundle of stuff on her lap. There's already a mug of coffee prepared for her by Juliet, which Aspen gulps down in a matter of seconds. Both Juliet and I watch in awed silence as Aspen scarfs down her meal in an equally short amount of time. I haven't touched my food at all yet. I'm not sure how she's supposed to catch her breath like this.
Did you forget to eat yesterday or something?
Shaking her head, Aspen shoves another piece of bread into her mouth, chewing and swallowing quickly. Finally, she puts down her utensils and sighs.
I'm in a bit of a hurry today.
Ah.
I could tell.
Something tells me it's not on behalf of the Bell House.
Oh?
No, not this time. The opposite, in a sense.
Uh-huh.
I received this in the mail yesterday, after I got home from work.
Oh? She picks up the paper she brought with her and sets it on the table for us to see. A small envelope with the smaller letter inside. Aspen slides the letter out and starts to read.
It says, "Dear Ms. Benoit, we
Be-
appreciate your
Benoit?
submission and commend
Benoit.
you for your success in completing
Aspen
the novel."
Benoit. Wait, what? We appreciate your manuscript submission and commend you for your success in completing a novel. Let's go! Aspen's got a novel! Woo! Benoit. Aspen Benoit. Well, that's a cute name, actually.
Unfortunately, we do not find that it fits the criteria we're currently searching for, and as such, must respectfully decline. Best wishes, Purple Penguin Publications.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Oh. Oh, I celebrate a little bit too prematurely there, huh? It takes me a minute to actually comprehend what she's saying. With everything else that's been going on involving Aspen, I had forgotten all about her book.
Oh, Aspen. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, you didn't read it before you got here, did you? Oh.
No, it's all right. I wasn't expected to get accepted by everyone I sent it to. It's not the first notice I've received either. However, there are some revisions I'd already been thinking about making, and receiving this rejection notice inspired me to actually begin on them.
Ooh.
I stayed up late last night making changes, which is why I was so late to arrive.
Ah, gotcha.
If and when I do find someone that will take it, I'm sure they'll be glad to know I've already begun making improvements.
Oh ho, yeah.
How many are you still waiting to hear back from?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. How many do you have to send?
I don't even remember, to be honest. I mailed it to at least a dozen publishing houses. Maybe even twice that.
I see. Oh, I see. Okay.
Whoa, that's a lot. At least one of them has to say yes, right?
Maybe.
That's my hope as well. However, I'm going to need to spend a lot more time working on it than I have been.
Yeah, probably. The novels aren't made overnight, I guess.
Now that
Or
there's
something
a
like
draft
that.
complete, I can see all the different areas I need to touch up. So I won't be able to come by for breakfast quite as often. Now that I can call Miho, I'll check in that way every morning. But I won't be here in person as much.
Ah, okay. All three of us pause, taking in the significance of Aspen's words. With only a couple of exceptions, she's been here for breakfast almost every day I've been in Wellington. It's never crossed my mind that she might stop doing that at some point.
You'll be missed, of course, but that's quite exciting to hear.
Ooh.
I can't wait to be able to put a copy of your novel on the library shelves.
Oh, that has to be the best thing you can tell an author. Oh boy.
Please, that's still a long, long way off. Picturing that has been a motivator for myself as well, though.
Oh,
Will we still see you again?
of course.
Of course, I'm not dead, you know. Just busy.
Oh, well, I shared a brain cell with Aspen there for a second.
Right.
Aspen, wow.
I asked Regina if I might be able to reduce my hours at the Bell House some too. She wasn't thrilled, but she understood.
Dang it. Now how will I get free coffee?
Meow.
You'll just have to pay like everyone else, I'm afraid. Or come by when I'm working.
Hey.
I'll still be there just as many days, but not for such long shifts.
Oh, well that's good.
Will you be coming to the library to write?
Occasionally, I'm sure. But it's easy to get distracted when I'm here.
Ah,
At home, I can just turn off my internet and get to work.
that's fair enough. I mean, are you a net dweller, Aspen? I can kind of see that actually.
That's what I tell myself I'll be doing, at least. Unfortunately, I do need to run for now. Since I overslept, I had to ask Lena to open without me. I have to get there before she burns the whole place down.
Oh. Lena mentioned, guys! Lena mentioned!
No wonder you were in such a rush.
Indeed. There's only so much time in the day, after all. But I wanted to say all this in person, since it may be a while before we see each other again.
That's a good point. Aspen carefully returns the letter to the envelope, and then tosses that into her bag as she stands up.
Thank you for breakfast. It was lovely, as always.
You're most welcome. I hope you'll be able to join us again soon.
Bye, Aspen. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, Aspen. Go get him, Tiger.
Thank you. See you two later.
Oh my god. Oh. I wave goodbye until Aspen's out of the library, with the door shut behind her. When I turn back to face Juliet, she's staring ponderously in the same direction.
You think she'll be okay?
Oh yeah, she'll be okay.
I'm surprised she's doing as well as she is, all things considered. I had worried that receiving a rejection, which was nearly inevitable, would break her spirit. But it seems to have done the opposite.
Oh yeah. You sound very surprised there, Juliet.
Yeah.
Oh god. Why am I so yawny today? Am I just that tired? Even though Aspen talks about how important her writing is to her all the time, it's something that I've always taken for granted about her. Just like how Juliet never leaves without her parasol, Aspen always has a pen and notebook with her. At some point, I got so used to seeing them that I stopped really noticing. Now, though, our whole routine would be different. Even though I know it's not a big deal, then I'll still see her every day, at least in a video call. It feels like the last part of my former friendship with Aspen is gone. Just another reminder that everything changes whether I want it to or not. Sitting there in silence with Juliet, I can't help but think about her own sadness yesterday morning. Aspen isn't the only one who needs to be worried about.
Are you feeling any better today?
Oh? Even if she doesn't want to give me the details, I figure that's safe to ask. Sure enough, she smiles at me.
I am, thank you. I'm sorry for leaving the way I did.
It's okay. I understand. You didn't hurt my feelings or anything, but I could tell you were hiding something. You don't have to tell me what it was, though.
She nods, looking at me intently like she's searching for something. After a couple of seconds, I have to look away, unable to maintain eye contact for much longer.
Miho, could I ask you to keep a secret? From everyone, but especially from Aspen.
I see. Yes, sure. Go ahead,
Yeah.
shoot. As I say that, I can feel my throat tighten. What could she possibly want to tell me, and only me? Biting her lip, Juliet thinks about it if she really wants to say it, whatever it is. Finally, she looks away from me and instead gazes out the window where the blinds cover most of the light.
I might be leaving soon.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
to the underworld, most likely. But I don't think I'd be coming back.
Oh, what? Oh, what? There's that thing we were talking about. The underworld. When are we gonna finally get information about what that is? Please?
Oh.
Yeah, oh. That's all I can say. Oh. It's one of the last things I would have expected from her. The idea of Juliet not being here is as inconceivable as the sky not being here.
As I said, it's only a possibility right now. Hardly a commitment or a guarantee. It's simply something I've been contemplating.
I see. Once the initial shock wears off, I fly to my feet, smacking the table as I lean forward.
What about Aspen, though? What about the library? What about everything?
What about me? I want to ask, but I don't.
Those are questions I've been pondering too. Someone else could take over the library in my stead. Most of the books and other
But
items
why?
could remain here. Or perhaps this place could be reborn as something other than a library. It would be the decision of whoever came after me. As for Aspen, I'm sure she'd be sad at first, but she has her own life, and other things to fill it with. Her writing, her friends, her work.
You are her friend, though!
Aspen's strong, as we've seen.
Why don't you want me to tell her?
My voice comes out as just a whisper.
I'll tell her when the time is right. There's no need to have it weighing on her mind when it may not even come to pass.
Then why tell me? I slump back into my seat, staring at the ground. I still can't fully believe what I'm hearing. And yet, how could I not understand?
And as for you, Miho,
Oh. Slowly, I look back up, meeting her gaze only for her to glance away immediately.
I'm sorry. I'd stay in touch, of course. With you and with Aspen.
Uh-huh.
Phones work in the underworld nowadays.
You still need to tell me what the underworld is. Although she smiles as she says that, we both know it's a small consolation. She drops it almost immediately.
I'm sorry.
To my own surprise, I managed to shake my head.
No, don't be sorry. I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I do.
You know what? Mood, Miho. Mood.
What it's like to have to leave or be somewhere else. I know that feeling.
Gently, Juliet reaches across the table, the tips of her fingers barely touching my hand.
You'll always have a home here. With or without me. The library is yours if you want it.
I shake my head again. I know I don't want that. This library only exists because of Juliet. It's only home because of Juliet. Without her, it's just a building. Just 4 walls and a roof. It feels like those walls are closing in. I take a deep breath, pushing down the rising feelings inside me.
You said your mind's not made up, right?
Yes. I have my reasons for leaving, but I have reasons to stay as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That just means I have to find a way to make you want to stay.
How pure. If I think of this as a task, as a problem to be solved, then it's easier. I can't act like it's already too late and let myself go overwhelmed with bad feelings. Juliet's jaw drops, but like always, she quickly regains her composure. I can't help but notice the way she struggles to find the words at first.
I couldn't ask that for you. Besides, you and Aspen are already 2 of those reasons. The biggest 2, in fact.
Oh.
What about the opposite? The ones that make you want to leave?
Those are more complicated.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, Miho. I know how this must all come across to you. It's difficult for me to explain when I'm still sorting out my own feelings, though.
Ah, fair enough.
I promise I'll tell you when I can.
We look across the table at each other. It's uncomfortable making eye contact like this, and a big part of me wants to look away. But also, I can feel there's something different about this moment. Like I'm really seeing Juliet, and I can tell that she's being as honest with me as she can. Maybe for the first time ever. I can tell this isn't easy for her either. Finally, I nod, staring at her linked hands. I really do understand. I only sort of understand.
I won't tell Aspen, like you asked.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
But that doesn't mean I won't try my best to make you want to stay either. Can you tell me one thing, though?
She hesitates, tensing up. I'll just ask.
Does it have anything to do with the other vampire who came here a few days ago?
Oh, that's right, we saw that! Her shoulders relax, and her lips curve just barely upwards.
I should have known you saw him.
Sorry. I wasn't trying to. He flew right past my window, though.
Yep, that guy.
It's fine. It's not a secret. That was Ezekiel.
Huh?
A vampire much older and wiser than I.
How much older?
Prefers to keep his own company, which is why you haven't met him. Very few people have.
I see.
To answer your question, somewhat. We first met in the underworld, but he also came to the overworld before I did. When I first arrived here, he was the one who offered me guidance and advice.
Ah! Hey, Mega Gaming, how's it going? Oh god, how long ago was that? Oh, not that long. Hi, Mega Gaming, how's it going? Yep, no, this was sort of just a spur-of-the-moment thing. Well, I decided it, like, in the middle of my shift yesterday that, man, I really want to play Please Be Happy again. Okay, I'll play Please Be Happy again. So as soon as I got home, I made a waiting room for today. And yeah, so this is technically a guerrilla, sort of. Just not on the schedule. Doing good? Good. Good. Glad to hear it.
Even helped me get here in the first place.
Yeah, so, turns out Juliet's leaving eventually. That's her, by the way. We don't know when, we don't know why. All we know is it has to do with another vampire.
Now, many years
By the way, she's a vampire.
he too is preparing to return home. For a long, well-deserved rest. When I heard of his intentions, it planted the seeds of that in my mind. Or rather, helped it take root. It had already been on my mind.
I see. I don't quite understand, but okay.
I see.
It makes sense that she'd know other vampires, even if I would never see them myself. I wonder what he must be like for Juliet to call him wise. God, I remember that bit. It frustrated me. You'll see later, I believe. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to that. Oh boy. Juliet leans back in her chair, retracting her hand with a sigh.
Thank you for hearing me out. Will you be okay, Miho?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just surprised is all.
I know. I thought you would be, but... I didn't want to hide it from you any longer.
Thanks. I'm glad you told me. It makes the other stuff make sense too.
The quiet sadness when she looks around, the way she talks about the library. In her heart, she's already said goodbye, hasn't she? We both stand up, ready to go our separate ways. Although I feel shaken by our conversation, I'm also relieved to understand her a little bit more. It's better than just wandering. With one final smile, Juliet passes me by.
Good night, Miho.
Good night, Juliet.
Night.
I slowly make my way to the front desk and sit down, getting started on autopilot. Making Juliet want to stay will be hard, especially on my own. Is it even fair of me to try? She never pressured me to stay here. She just gave me reasons to want to. I think that's the important part. They have to be her reasons, not mine. Trying is all I can do. If it's not enough, then it's not enough. Either way, there's one thing that I know for sure. I need to make every minute that I can spend with her count. There you go. That's a good spirit to have right there. Lena! Lena time! Lena time! Woo! Lena time! Lena time! Lena time! Yeah! Yeah! Oh god, hold up. Oh, back's seizing up. Oh god. Okay, hold up. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. Oh, that one smarted a little bit. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Early in the morning, not morning. You know, you know how to read. Okay, come on. Early in the afternoon, my phone buzzes as I get a call. I check it, expecting to see Juliet or Aspen, but I'm surprised and not surprised when I see that it's Lena.
Hello?
Miho, I need your help. It's an emergency.
Oh?
What? What's wrong?
Come to the park. I'll tell you there.
Oh boy? The call ends when Lena hangs up. I have no clue what's going on, but it sounds serious. I put on my shoes and hurry to the park as fast as I can. There she is! Oh my god, she's adorable! She's adorable! Yes! When I get there, I quickly spot Lena, her bright pink outfit making it easy.
Lena, what's happening?
Oh, Miho, good thing you're here. It's a disaster. Cyrus asked me to be in a play with him.
Oh. Cyrus. Right, I forgot about you. Cyrus. That certain thing with Lena is coming up. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Oh, whoa.
A play?
A play?
Wait, that's it?
What do you mean, that's it?
I thought you were hurt or something. You said it was an emergency.
Uh-huh.
It is. I have to give him my answer soon.
Oh, but, yep. I sighed and forced myself to come down to Lena's level. I was expecting to find out someone was hurt, so I'm just relieved that it's not the case.
Okay, I don't get it. Why is that such a bad thing? I thought you
Oh,
wanted to
yeah,
spend
you're
time with
right.
them.
How did... Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't notice that before somehow. Huh. Okay, yeah, I see them. I see them now. That's adorable. I wonder how the back of her jacket looks like. Does it have, like, little holes for her wings? Ooh. I always wondered that about characters with wings. Do they have, like, wing holes or something? Like little sleeves for their wings? Oh, that would be... Oh, what about a little wing sweater? Like, oh my god, that would be adorable! Back to Cyrus, I guess.
But that's a lot of responsibility. He wants me to play Siegfried, and he'd be the White Swan.
What the fuck? Huh?
I don't know the characters, but that seems a little backwards.
Yeah.
Are you afraid you can't do it?
Sort of. I'm afraid that if something went wrong, that would ruin any chance I have.
I know that ducks can, like, fold up their wings to their bodies. Maybe Lena can do the same and, like, just... Maybe it just, like, doesn't have a bottom, like it's too... Oh god, how do I explain this? Yeah, like... it's like a V-neck, but on the back and upside down. Yeah, it's like a V-neck on the back, so the wings don't actually go through anything. The jacket just ends above it. Maybe there's like little clasps that like connect the bottom, so that she puts this jacket on, and then she pins the back, like that. Maybe I'll have to draw that later, because I don't know if that came across. Seeing Lena be so nervous about something is the total opposite of what I normally expect from her. Even during the other activities we tried, she always gave it her all. The complexities of clothing, you're right, yeah. SNES. SNES.
When do you have to give him an answer?
Today! That's why it's an emergency!
Okay, but why do we have to come to the tennis park?
Whoa. Can't you tell him you need longer to think about it?
Well, it's already been a while. I thought I'd make up my mind by now, but I still haven't. What do you think I should do?
Just then I noticed Cyrus himself walking up the path towards us.
Oh, there he is.
Lena turns to see him, then looks back to me with fright.
I'm out of time!
Hello, Cyrus! She tries to put on a cool face as Cyrus reaches the two of us.
Hi there. Sorry to bug you, Lena, but have you decided yet?
No, she's not decided. Give her like 10 more years.
Not yet. Still thinking about it, sorry!
It's already been a week.
Ayo! Ayo, chill.
Nuh-uh, not for another 43 minutes. Then it'll have been a week.
Lena, you're not helping. Both Cyrus and I just stare at her.
Can you make up your mind in the next 43 minutes?
You bet I can!
Okay, I'll just stand here.
You know, the part of me that likes Lena is like, no, go away, mine. But I also incredibly relate to this guy. Oh my god. It's a little civil war inside my head.
Wait, for real?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Does he ever joke?
I can never really tell.
Cyrus sighs.
Look, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But I need to know so I can ask someone else. I already have someone cast for all the other main roles. It's just Siegfried and a couple extras that are left.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Finally, he looks at me. Uh-oh.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
It's okay. We were just talking about you.
Wait, you know who I am?
Oh, right. He doesn't know.
Yeah, we've met before. We were partners at that painting class.
Huh. I was trying to remember who I was paired up with. I have the picture I made, but it didn't really help much.
Yes, so feel free to forget about us again, and feel free to forget about Lena too, okay? Cha-cha!
Yeah, I have this magic where people forget about me after a day if I don't talk to them again.
I've had to explain this so many times by now that it just feels normal to talk about.
Really? I think I have that too, except it's not magic.
Mood! Oh my god, that's a mood!
How do you and Lena know each other then?
We do a vid call every day. I talk about my life, and Miho talks about hers.
So far, that's only really half true, but I don't mind.
I see. Say, Miho, right? How would you feel about being a tree?
What?
A tree.
I mean, I feel like being a fox is better, but maybe... I don't know.
Yeah, in the play, I mean. There's still a couple of small parts like that I need to fill.
Oh!
Oh! That was a terrible noise! What the hell?
Oh!
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 It almost sounds like a veiled threat. You're right. Oh, like a threat that he wants to sound like an offer, but it really comes off like a threat. Like, hey, do you want to become a tree? Like he probably means it well, but you're like, oh, I don't know about that.
If you do it, I'll do it.
Okay.
Wait.
I'll be a tree if it means I get to spend more time with Lena. Also, don't get in my way! Don't get in my way, tree boy! My immediate reaction is to say no. Being up on stages in front of people is still a lot for me, no matter how much I've gotten better at talking. But it seems like it would be helping out Lena, and Cyrus too.
What would I have to do?
Stand there. Haven't you seen a tree before?
Chill, dude! Chill!
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I sigh the heaviest sigh of my life. I hope I don't regret this. Wait, are we gonna see Miho in a tree costume? Because that's absolutely gonna be the thumbnail for next time. Both of them perk up, and I see an actual smile on Cyrus's face for maybe the first time ever.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's actually a really cute smile. Okay.
We're gonna be great! You're gonna be the best tree in the play!
Aside from Cyrus, of course.
Rehearsals start soon. I'll send you both the info. I guess I'll need to talk to you every day too, right?
You sound so disappointed about that, Cyrus.
Yeah, otherwise you'd have to ask me every time.
Oh, let's make a group chat!
Oh. That's a good idea, Lena. Thank you. Both a valid question and a valid response.
I'm not sure.
Done!
I feel my phone shake in my pocket, and I see Cyrus checks his as well.
I guess that works.
Yay.
Anyway, thanks, both of you. See you at rehearsal.
Bye, don't trip, don't get sick, don't miss rehearsal, okay, Cyrus? Break a leg out there. Try not to miss anything, okay? That's not me jinxing him, by the way. That's not me jinxing him.
See ya!
Bye.
Bye! Cyrus takes off, leaving Lena and I by ourselves, finally.
Thanks as well. I feel a lot better having someone else I know be there.
No problem.
No prob. Although, I'm not so sure about being in front of a crowd. Plus, all the other actors will forget who I am unless I talk to them too.
Maybe you should just wear a sign that says, Gumiho, you will forget about me.
Maybe we can make a really big group chat.
Out of the question.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine if you're just gonna be an extra. It'd be a bigger problem if you were gonna have a speaking role.
That's true. What would that even look like? How would people react the next day when they're like, huh, so who did that?
Yeah, that's true. Have you ever been in a play before?
Of course not.
Not since I was in school.
Oh, wait, seriously?
But I know the story and the part, so it should be okay. Now that I've decided, I'm gonna do my best.
Yay. Are we gonna see her in that wallpaper outfit? Are we gonna see her in that pit? Words failing me. Oh my god, my heart. Now she seems more like the Lena I know, fiery and full of energy. That was a surprisingly easy emergency to deal with.
In fact, I'm gonna go start practicing. See you soon!
Bye, Lena. I wave goodbye as Lena leaves. I'm not entirely sure what I've gotten myself into, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. No more Lena. Not long after the sun went down, it started to get pretty cold. Night came in clouds come in out of nowhere, and so did the wind. I find myself sitting in the windowsill looking out before I go to sleep for the night. It's cozy in here, and I have plenty of extra blankets if I need them. My breath fogs up the window, but the cold stays on the other side. Up on Mount Victoria, though, in the trees and valleys, it must be miserable out there. I wonder where Silver is and how she deals with the rain. Does she make a hole and burrow underground like I used to? Or maybe she finds somewhere dry to sneak into, like an empty shed or an abandoned house. Ugh. She's rude and abrasive and hasn't said a single nice thing to me. I hope she's safe anyways. As the only other Gumiho I've met, I can't help but care about her just a little. I doubt she feels the same way about me, but that's okay. I wouldn't either in her shoes. Still, I know how bad it feels to be stuck out in the cold, with everything turning to mud around you, or shivering under a tree that blocks most, but not all of the rain. Wherever she is, I hope she's warm and dry. I wonder if that's the first time someone's wished that for her. Oh god, my nose is so stuffy right now. What the heck? Yep, that's about the end of my stamina right there. So, I am going to call it a day for this gorilla stream. Please expect more next time. Probably not on the 13th, though. I have responsibilities on the 13th. So, maybe the 11th or 12th? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, oh, by the way, have you played Elden Ring before? Because I just started playing it, and I think I've gotten the twitch. I want to play it. I'm both at the end of my stamina, and I really want to play it right now. It's so good. It's so good. I've only played like a couple hours, but it's so good. It feels so good to get good. Oh my god. Yeah, like if it ever goes on sale again, I totally recommend it. Like once I got my computer to where I could run it, because I can actually run it now somehow. It's crazy, but I can actually run it. So yeah, this is the end of the gorilla. I thank you all for coming, and have a good night, a good morning, or a good afternoon wherever you are. Bye-bye now. Very well. There we go. Bye-bye now.